How do you go from freestyling about getting cheated on for your friends to opening for Drake? As unlikely as that path may seem, that's how things shook out for rapper Sexyy Red. In a July 2023 interview with The Face, Sexyy Red revealed that she's always been older than her years. In fact, there was one occasion in elementary school where she was accused of plagiarism by her teacher because her descriptive work was so advanced. By the time the rapper got to high school, her 15-year-old self was already living the life of a party animal in her Missouri hometown's strip joint scene with the help of her big sister's ID. Speaking about those experiences, the rapper took pride in having a lifestyle that set her apart from her peers. She recalled, "It'd be funny because I'd come back to school and everybody just was on some lame stuff, but me, I was already going to the club, going out of town for the weekend." She elaborated that even on weeknights, she would come home in the early hours of the morning, only to get up and go to school the next day. As hard as that schedule may have been to maintain, those wild nights out did have a beneficial impact on her future career. She told The Face that it was at the clubs that she got hooked on the music of Louisiana artists Boosie and Webby, who came to inform her own storytelling abilities. During a chat with Montreality in September 2023, Sexyy Red was asked to disclose the most romantic thing anyone had ever done for her. Instead of something traditional, such as a candlelit dinner or a surprise bouquet of flowers, the Pound Town hitmaker revealed that her first boyfriend actually committed petty theft to commemorate Valentine's Day.
He robbed somebody and gave me the money and gave me the bill he stole, and it was just so sweet because he was out of breath and stuff.
But it wasn't just cold hard cash that Sexyy Red's beau provided her. He also gave the then 15-year-old a Gucci belt, albeit a fake one. Even so, she couldn't have been more impressed. She recalls the experience as the first time someone truly gifted her something, and the fact that he had gone to such an effort for his Valentine was plenty romantic for her. Alongside her lack of filter and impressive lyrical flow, Sexyy Red is renowned for her striking red hair. There's a good chance that if the hip-hop world hadn't come calling, the St. Louis native would have forged a career transforming other people's locks. In an August 2023 interview with Girls United, Sexyy Red claimed that, before she found fame as a rapper, she was a well-renowned hairstylist in her St. Louis neighborhood. This reputation began when she was still in school, where she would invite friends over to do their hair for a small fee. Sexyy Red also began dyeing her own hair before she'd even reached her teenage years, eventually settling on the color that would become synonymous with her music. However, not everyone at the time approved. The rapper explained, "The teachers and lunch ladies at school told me I was grown for having red hair, but I didn't see it as that, and my mama didn't either. I wasn't a fast girl, I just liked hair." Revenge is a dish best served in a foul-mouthed rap, at least according to Sexyy Red. After discovering that her boyfriend was getting intimate with another woman, the rapper decided to vent her frustrations with a freestyle. In a May 2023 interview with Complex, Sexyy Red explained that she wrote the rap to insult her then partner, the woman he'd slept with, and their friends. While the song may have started as a creative exercise to let off some steam, its reception turned out to be overwhelmingly positive. Sexyy Red even performed the song for the man it was about, and he liked it so much that he asked her to perform it for their friends. As she continued to get a positive response on the song, she made a professional recording of it and distributed it to her friends. Eventually, those friends began to ask her to perform at their parties, and the rest was history.
My mama or my friends will drop me off or take me, sit with me, and I'll get them some gas money out the show.
A central part of making it in the hip-hop game is finding a lucrative side hustle. Like Dr. Dre and his Beats headphones, or Nicki Minaj and her mixed fusion wine, you can add Sexyy Red to the list of entrepreneurial rappers, thanks to the launch of her own brand of lip gloss. Of course, the provocateur was never going to settle for a range of conventionally named products. Instead, Sexyy Red's line sounds more like a checklist at the sexual health clinic. Evidently, the rapper did this on purpose. As she told Complex, she set out to come up with as unique of a lineup of names as possible.
And the names for my lip gloss is something that nobody would have ever thought of.
The star certainly wasn't kidding, for in the same interview, she went on to list off a number of graphically named lip gloss shades meant to evoke the color of various body parts, bodily fluids, and even some referencing sexually transmitted infections. That said, the St. Louis native claimed that her unusual marketing technique was working, and that her range was regularly selling out. In addition to their eye-opening titles, the lip gloss fragrances are supposedly quite pleasant. She explained, "The shit's cute, and it smells good, and it sold. But people was going to talk shit, but other people was like, you was a marketing genius because the shit sold so fast." The boyfriend whose cheating ways inspired Sexyy Red to take up rapping is still very much a part of her life.
I love my baby daddy.
In fact, he's the father of her firstborn Chucky. However, the rapper doesn't get to see her former partner as much as she'd like, for as of September 2023, he's been incarcerated for some time. Sexyy Red refused to explain why her partner had been sent to prison in a July 2023 chat with Rolling Stone, but she did admit that she missed him being around on a daily basis, saying, "It's a lot for me. That's my high school sweetheart. Free him. That's my dog. I hate being on this journey without him. I have my mama, but I don't have him." Just like she did in her very first freestyle, Sexyy Red has continued to reference the state of their relationship in musical form. On Female Gucci Mane, for example, she raps the line "Free my baby daddy," and in her original Take Keith collaboration Pound Town, she makes a quip about her son needing a new father figure. Throughout her rise to fame, Sexyy Red has been compared to several rappers such as Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion. While it's doubtful she has any qualms about being mentioned in the same breath as chart toppers like them, there is one fellow hip-hop star she claims to hate being likened to. In a since-deleted conversation about annoying fan interactions on Funny Marco's Open Thoughts YouTube channel, the star said that she absolutely loathes having her appearance compared to rapper Young Thug's. Curiously, around that time, the St. Louis native expressed a completely different stance on social media. The same month as that interview came out, she posted side-by-side photos of her and Young Thug on X, formerly known as Twitter, with a comment calling him her twin. However, Sexyy Red appeared to do another 180 on that opinion just weeks later, when someone edited a clip from her Hood Rats music video where her face was swapped with her supposed male doppelgangers. In response, she took to X and once again expressed her displeasure with the comparison. Ask most artists why they do what they do for a living, and they'll often say it's for the love of music, a creative urge that they can't control, or that they just want to make the world a better place. For Sexyy Red, however, it's all about the Benjamins. In her candid 2023 interview with Complex, the rapper freely admitted that cold hard cash is her main incentive, saying, "I ain't going to lie, I'm in it for the moolah, because I need money, I got to live, so I want all the money." Despite these claims, the rapper is determined to pay things forward now that she's a fully fledged hip-hop superstar. In July 2023, Sexyy Red visited a St. Louis high school and donated money to students so they could look their best for an upcoming prom. As generous of an act as this may have been, the rapper was met with some derision after she entered the assembly with her middle fingers up. These naysayers also claim that someone whose music is laced with profanity shouldn't be held up as a role model for teenagers, but we'll leave it to the parents and teens themselves to decide that. When she's not courting controversy with her latest unfiltered rap, Sexyy Red apparently likes nothing better than researching life paths. For those of you unfamiliar with the concept of life paths, the rapper summed it up to Complex, saying, "It's like astrology, where they take your birthday, add the numbers up, and they tell you what kind of person you is. It tells your personality all the way through. I feel like the way our birthdays are set up, it do give you your spark." Sexyy Red went on to say she's a firm believer in everything from aliens and mermaids to Bigfoot and ghosts. Speaking about ghosts in particular, she claimed that the house she grew up in was haunted, and recalled a time when a speaker in her home turned on by itself and began blaring music. While the rapper may be fascinated by these stories, it sounds as if her mother, who witnessed the event, was more frightened than anything else. Sexyy Red certainly made everyone sit up and listen when she appeared on fellow rappers Lil Yachty and Mitch Gone Mad's podcast, A Safe Place, in August 2023. Indeed, in one of several startling revelations, she disclosed that she'd been a victim of revenge porn. In her own unique way, the hip-hop star explained that she'd been getting intimate with someone who was already in a relationship. Unfortunately, the mystery man forgot a phone storing footage of his and Sexyy Red's sexual exploits at the scene of a car accident, which he then left. His other half, who was at the scene, found the phone and proceeded to post the offending clip online. While the rapper explained to her interviewers that she can no longer find the video online, she reported that from time to time, other people still bring it to her attention. During that same appearance on a Safe Place podcast, Sexyy Red was asked by Lil Yachty and Mitch Gone Mad about the quote, craziest thing that had ever happened in her life. Their guest caught both of the artists by surprise when she informed them that she had been raped. After awkwardly laughing, the hosts admitted that they weren't expecting such a revelation, but later expressed their condolences for having gone through such a painful experience. Sexyy Red didn't disclose any more information about the traumatic incident, though the conversation was subject to heavy media scrutiny. The subsequent headlines mainly focused on Lil Yachty and Mitch Gone Mad's initially insensitive response to the proclamation, and the duo received heavy backlash on the X platform. As one user wrote, "The way they dismissed her trauma and changed the topic so quickly was so uncalled for. Why is it so hard for y'all to show women, especially Black women, compassion?" Sexyy Red got everyone's tongues wagging in the summer of 2023 when she was pictured looking very cozy with superstar Drake after she opened up for him at a Brooklyn gig. Their social media captions only gave the tabloids more ammunition, with Drake uploading a backstage snap on an Instagram story alongside the words, "Just met my rightful wife." For her part, Sexyy Red soon treated her own Instagram followers to the same photo, with the caption, "I'm your favorite rapper's favorite rapper." That wasn't the only evidence that the pair had gotten close either, as Sexyy Red went on to support Drake and 21 Savage on their It's All a Blur tour. In another picture uploaded to Sexyy Red's Instagram account the following month, the pair could once again be seen embracing. This time around, the caption hinted that there was some type of unspecified connection between her and Drake. It's possible that the rappers may just be platonic collaborators, as Sexyy Red told Daily Loud that the two were working on some music together. In an interview at the Rolling Loud Festival in July 2023, she announced that she had recently recorded a guest spot on an unreleased track by Drake.
I did some little on his song. He sent me a beat and I had rap for him or whatever.
Whether or not we'll ever hear that song is currently unknown, but getting the opportunity to record a song with one of the biggest names in the rap industry suggests Sexyy Red's career is only going up from here. If you or anyone you know has been a victim of sexual assault, help is available. Visit the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network website or contact RAIN's National Helpline at 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-4673.